Hello everyone, welcome back to the Osteo and Physio YouTube channel. For today's video we are going through a guided routine to help reduce tension and tightness around your collarbone. So we can feel a lot of tightness and tension around here due to the pec muscles, the chest muscles around here, up into the neck, stiffness into the shoulder joint or the joints around the collarbone. So the routine today needs to be all about stretching and opening up and moving through this area. So with this guided routine, the first exercise we're going to do is a 30-second shoulder roll. So we're circumducting through the shoulders and bringing the shoulders back to open up through this area. So I want you to start to do slow, controlled shoulder rolls, moving the shoulders backwards. The reason why is as we're going backwards, we're opening up through here. So we're doing this for 30 seconds. If you want, you can open up the arm if you want to make it a little bit more of a wider movement through the shoulder, or just rolling the shoulders back, opening up through. Really, really important. So the last 5 seconds and then relaxing there. The next exercise we're going to do is we're going to try and stretch by pulling the arms back to open up around the front of the chest. So how we can do this is you clasp the hands behind you. If I turn to the side, clasp the hands behind you and pull the arms backwards. So we're going to hold this for about 15 to 30 seconds. So we're going to hold that there. You can keep the head up slightly so it's in a nice neutral position. So again, you're pulling the arms back to open up through the chest, around the front, giving space around the front of the body. Holding that there, we should feel that there. And then 5 more seconds. Hold, hold, hold. And then relaxing. Next, we want to isolate the stretch through the pectoral muscles a little bit more specifically on the side that we're releasing the tension of. So it might be both sides, but if we just select this side, you're going to bring the arm all the way back to open up through this area. So you'll feel this stretching in the bicep, in the pecs, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can have this hand up against a wall or a fridge or somewhere that's firm, but the idea is you want to keep it in line with the shoulder, bringing the arm back to allow that stretch around the front. So we're holding that for about 15 to 30 seconds. So holding that lovely stretch through this area. So really, really holding it. 5 more seconds, holding that position. Feel it pulling into the arm and then relaxing there. Next, we want to stretch up into the neck because again, we've got the muscles attaching down underneath that collarbone. So we look to isolate through the scalenes and the SCM. We want to relax the shoulders back first. We're going to turn towards the side, we're stretching. We're going to look up and then take the ear to the opposite shoulder. So we're coming back over that position. We should feel that stretching in that position. We want to hold that stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds. Feel that stretching into the neck. So really making sure that shoulder's dropping down, holding that stretch into that area. So it should be a really nice, nice feeling. That's a good pain as we're stretching through the neck. And we're going to hold that there. And then 5 more seconds, holding that stretch, and then gently back to the middle. And then we want to stretch over the top of the trapezius and the levator scapulae. So if we're stretching this side still, we're going to take opposite ear to opposite shoulder, and you're going to turn to look down. So you see we're bringing it across and then looking down, and we should feel that stretch over that shoulder. Hold that stretch there. Again, always making sure your shoulders have dropped, so you've got the most stretch through that area. Holding that stretch there, so holding that again for about 30 seconds, holding that stretch, nice deep stretch over the back of the shoulder into that area, and then 5 more seconds, holding that there, and then relaxing back to that midpoint. Next, we want to stretch whilst releasing some of the points of tightness. So we've got the collarbone here. You're going to drop just below your collarbone and you'll find a little bit that's tight. So what you're going to do is gently add the pressure on that point. You're going to take it to about an 8 out of 10, and then as you add the pressure, you're going to bring the arm back. So you're fixing the point of tightness, bringing the arm back, holding that for a couple of seconds until we feel it relax, until you feel it drop. And then back to the middle. So same again, you're going to come across, think, oh, that feels a bit tight, hold that pressure down, bring the arm back to stretch open as you're holding that pressure point until we feel it drop. So until it goes from about, I don't know, 8 out of 10 to about 2 or 3 out of 10, bringing the arm back. If you're struggling to pull your arm back, just try and rest it against something, or you can hold on to something. But I think it's important just to bring that back. So instead of doing it for time, what we're doing here is finding the points of tenderness, adding the pressure, and then bringing the arm back to stretch out through. So the idea is everyone's different. You're looking at that dip in tenderness. We should feel it almost soften underneath your hands, so feel a little bit easier. Holding that there, and then relaxing the arm down by your side. With all our videos, if you're suffering with pain, tenderness or soreness, we always recommend speaking to a musculoskeletal expert first to make sure that these are the right exercises for you. What we would then recommend is maybe doing it morning and evening for the next kind of 2 to 5 days. What we should start to find that it feels like it softens, that the tenderness comes down. If the pain persists, by all means, book in, have a treatment, see someone, have it assessed properly if it's relevant for you to help with that pain and tightness, and get you back feeling your absolute best.